Okay, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the apostle. Salutations, you occupy to this precious word in truth and sincerity. This is the third installment of World War III is brewing. This one is going to be called Judgment on Babylon, America. It says, I'm going to go into Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, 1 to 12. You know, Abaratazah, came out there will be edified. And we have a lot of things popping off, man. We're at the end, almost approaching the end of the year of 2018, which is the year of prophecy. And now these prophecies are manifesting themselves more and more. The American government is out there fighting Benjamin Netanyahu, which is a gutter rat. That's the prime minister of the so-called Israelis that call themselves Israelis, occupying the land of Israel. He's fighting their war. And it's always been like that. The American government has placed sanctions on Iran, on its oil import, whether exports. And any nation that deal with Iran with oil or any kind, they're gonna be sanctions placed on them as well. But the sanctions on Iranian oil is due to begin on November 4th, 2018. And in response of the United States government putting sanctions on Iran oil supply and who they can ship oil to, while different countries do, you know, around the world, Iran has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, in which they control, man. And that's a major port where oil gets shipped throughout the four corners of the earth, man. And they are threatening to close that. So World War III is on the horizon. You have the last of the stronghold of the terrorist-backed organization, ISIS, that's been backed by United States, Great Britain, and Saudi Arabia. Also, the gutter rats, the Israelis, they've been backing them. And the last stronghold, like I spoke in the previous installment, is Italy. And they poised to strike Italy, but what's happening is they're claiming that Bashar al-Assad is going to use chemical weapons on his people, and they used that tactic 3 times already, man, or 2 times already, Salakia, and nothing came forth of it. But now they plan on using that same tactic again to have an excuse to fully invade Syria, man. Despite Iran being there, despite Russia being there, despite China having troops there, despite Turkey, the Turkish government having troops there, they plan on having a full scale war with the Iranian government. But in order for them to invade Iran, they had to take down the last stronghold of Bashar al-Assad, well, the stronghold of Bashar al-Assad, man, which is not going to happen because Bashar al-Assad and the Syrian army is backed by Iran and its proxy armies such as Hezbollah, you know, Hezbollah and their allies. First and foremost, Russia. So a lot of things is happening, man. What's going to happen is judgment is going to come upon Babylon, aka America, man. And that's hence Armageddon, World War III, man. So, Abaratazah, I'm going to get into these scriptures, and you Akim out there that's sincere will be edified. And let's get into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me and destroy and win. Now all these nations has rose up against America. All these nations, all these nations have rose up against the Most High. How? Because they're against His laws, statutes, and commandments. They have rose up against His people, which are the Israelites, from you Negroes on down to the Mexicans. So the Most High says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, against America, everybody that dwell in America, namely Esau and the rest of the nations that dwell in America, and 2/3 of our own people, against them that dwell in the midst of Babylon. Slakia, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind. And what's that destroying wind? Hey, I'm going to bring it out again. The greatest illustration of that destroying wind is when Sarah Connor was on the fence and that nuclear bomb was detonated, and that wind came before that wind came and destroyed everything in its path. That's that destroying wind, that beast of destruction. That destroying wind is that nuclear fire that's going to come before the actual detonating of everything, man. That beast of destruction, which is illustrated, is going to take out everything in this path, man. That's that destroying wind, them nuclear weapons, man. And it says, and will send unto Babylon fanners. Now, fanners represent the other nations, man. That's going to come up against America, man. During the time of Armageddon, man. During the time where the Most High is beginning to bring down Esau's kingdom. The so-called white man's kingdom. It says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. And how they going to fan her? They're going to send missiles off too, man, to destroy America. Right along with Russia, right along with China. You're going to have Russia, China, you're going to have Libya, you're going to have Ethiopia, you're going to have North Korea, you're going to have Iran, Pakistan, India. You're going to have certain allies that was allied with America, but they're going to come up against us, such as Great Britain, France, Germany, any nation that bendeth the bow. That bow is a silo that holds a nuclear missile. And they're going to shoot the missiles off, man, and destroy America, but America's going to shoot missiles off too. So it's going to be a big hot mess, man. The earth is going to rock to and fro because of the multiple missiles that's being detonated and that's being shot off, man. It says, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. And how they going to empty her land? First and foremost, it's going to be them nuclear missiles that's going to do it. Then you're going to have the concentrated fire from them chariots, them laser beams, that's going to also do a number on the land of America. America is going to be destroyed. Babylon's judgment, which is America, is at hand. And there's nothing you Edomites, you so-called red bastards, you Edomites, you so-called white people, nothing you can do about it. You're going down. This is the end of your age, man. It says, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. The day of trouble was when the Most High put the spirit and woke in the mind of these dictators, prime ministers, these presidents, and whatever you fancy to call them. He work on their minds. He's going to work on their minds so them shoot them missiles off, man. That's going to be the day of trouble. Also, Yahweh Shah with the holy angels going to come back and wreak havoc too as well, man. So this is Babylon's judgment, man. America's judgment. World War III is brewing, and a lot of things is going on in the Middle East, man, that you don't hear on the mainstream media. You have to go to the alternative media outlet to receive some kind of news, man. But ultimately, America's gonna be destroyed, man, for all the fuckery, for all the nonsense and the wickedness that's being pushed by the American government on these other nations, man. It says, verse 3, bendeth the bow, slack against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Now them archers are them other, like them kings and prime ministers that's going to bend the bow, man. The ultimate archer is Yahweh Shah, man. That's going to work on the minds of these kings and dictators and prime ministers to do what the hell he wants them to do, which is destroy America and destroy Israel, where them gutter rats is dwelling, man. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his bridegroom, which mean brigandine, which mean an armor or a coat, and spare ye not her young men. What's going to happen is America is going to be overwhelmed with nuclear missiles and the multiple warheads, man. And these nations are not going to spare the young, not going to spare the old. They're going to shoot these missiles off to utterly destroy America, man. The judgment of Babylon, which is America, according to the scriptures, is at hand, man. World War III is brewing, and there's nothing anybody can say that could change what's happening now, man. We're in the year of prophecy, man. The Lord's words is starting to speak, man. All these prophecies are coming to pass. Now, all the gainsayers, all the scoffers and scorners, they don't have shit to say, man. Because if they have any kind of scruples in their head, or any kind of knowledge or wisdom, they will see what's going on social media, meaning the alternative news sites, and they would see and mix it up with the scripture. But what the hell do they know, man? See, these scoffers and scorners is going to fall with Babylon, man. That's right. It says, and spare not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her host. Host is the army. Destroy all her armies, all the land. America is going to be burnt with fire. All the armies of America, all the soldiers, every last man, women that's serving in the U.S. military. Hey, this is scriptural, man. They're going to fall, man. Because the American government, Esau, his empire, his power structure is going to fall. So those who are joined unto his power structure, they're going to fall as well. It is what it is. It's not my words that I'm speaking, man. I'm speaking the words of Yahweh Shah, man. There's nothing that we can do about it, man. These prophecies are coming to pass. America will be destroyed. The judgment of Babylon is at hand, man. It says, verse 4, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, which is Babylon, which is America, and they that are thrust through in her streets. I'm going to read that again. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. Amen. Man, woman, and child, all these other nations that's in America, they're going to fall with the sword. They're going to be burnt with fire, man. 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're going to be burnt with fire, man. Only the 1/3 is going to escape the judgments that's going to come upon Babylon, which is America, man. And how they going to escape them judgments? They're going to be beamed up in them chariots pursuant to Revelation, the 18th chapter, the 4th verse, man. On down, man. You see what I'm saying? Destruction is coming upon this land. that they call America, but in the scriptures it's called Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. How do we know that? Ancient Babylon is still inhabited to this day. Ancient Babylon was never destroyed. It became a province of the Medo-Persian Empire. This is talking about modern day Babylon. This land is going to be burnt with fire, man. It says, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, through their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. You see, we committed all kind of hideous sins against the Most High, man. We sinned against the Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. That's why we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But, I'm going to read it again. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. We have not been forsaken. The 1/3 have not been forsaken of our power, which is the Lord of hosts, man. And that's why he's going to render vengeance by the way of nuclear missiles, thermonuclear destruction, and the concentrated fire from them laser beams that's going to come from them chariots. He's going to fuck these lands up, man. Yahweh Shah is going to come back and conquer the earth, man. You see what I'm saying? Babylon destruction is at hand, man. You see what's going on in the Middle East, right? How they're slapping sanctions on different countries, invading Syria, planning on a full-scale invasion by late September, early October on the Syrian government. Do you think the Russians are going to stand for that? And then after that, they plan on invading Iran, man. That's why Donald DJ Trump reneged on that nuclear, on that deal that was made by the Barack Obama regime. They reneged on that, man. Why? Because they have plans on invading Iran, man. Not knowing that that's going to be their demise. Everything is of the Lord, man. The Most High is working on the minds of these kings, dictators, prime ministers, and whatever, and chancellors, and whatever you want to call them, man. The Most High is working on their minds, man, to get this World War III, which is Armageddon, popping off, man. Can't you see these prophecies are coming to pass, man? Can't you see things is heating up in the Middle East? Hey, man, the signs are all there. Earthquakes, tornadoes, storms and tempests, wars, rumors of wars, sedition among men, uprising of the people. All these prophecies are coming to pass, man. But yet you scoffers and scorners cannot see it. That's why you're going to be destroyed right along with Esau and the rest of these nations that's in the land of America, man, which is Babylon. It says, verse, right, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, the Most High. Even though the land of Israel in the ancient world, while we got kicked out of that land, was filled with sin, hey, the Most High have a remnant. They have not bowed the knee to Baal. And he said 7,000, but 7,000, that's a completion. So it's a complete certain amount of men that have not bowed down their knees unto Baal and served the images of Esau. Nor have they sacrificed their children. Modern day sacrificing your children is do abortions. You know, ritual sacrifices to become wealthy, famous. 7,000 men, which the completion of men have not did that, man. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. How can you flee out of Babylon, man? We stuck here, man. It's not talking about actually fleeing America. It's talking about not indulging in the things that the American government, like worshiping Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, voting, you know, following the ways of Esau, man. Come out of that mind state, man. Follow Yahweh while Yahweh Shah, man. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. So we not to be caught up in Esau's fuckery, man. Voting, transgenderism, the feminist movement, the Me Too movement, all that fuckery, man. Flee from that shit, man. Don't even indulge yourselves into that bullshit, man. Because what you see what's going on, the rise of LGBTQ community, transgenderism, feminist movement, Me Too movement, homosexuality, all kind of degeneracy. This is being done because the Most High's vengeance is at hand, man. So all these people that take part in this wickedness is going to be destroyed, man. Right along with America, which is Babylon, man, which is the judgment of the Most High, man. The judgment on Babylon, man. World War III is brewing, man. The Most High is putting the spirit on these kings and these dictators. I keep saying that to come up against America, man. Because look what America is doing throughout the four corners of the earth, man. These nations are getting sick and tired of America's hegemony, man. America's bullshit that they spewing, that they pursuing, that they doing, man. Hey, man, these nations are getting sick and tired of that bullshit, man. You know, now here it is. You got the American government telling U.S. airlines not to fly over Iranian airspace. Why? They poised to strike Iran, man. Now they're trying to establish a no-fly zone over the Iranian airspace. Why? They have an agenda, man. They're going to try to take down Bashar al-Assad with a full-scale invasion of Syria. Then from there, they go into Iran, man. World War III is brewing, man. You think the Russians and the Chinese and the rest of the allies of Iran is going to stand for that shit? Hell no, man. Not even America's allies, such as Great Britain and France and Germany, is going to stand for that bullshit, man. Hence, they're going to turn on America, man. And they're also going to shoot missiles on America, man. It says, for this is the time, this is back in Jeremiah 51 verse 6. I'm going to read it from the top. Flee ye out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. What's that recompense? Inflicting the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, first and foremost, taking the land of America from the Gadites and the Reubenites, and damn near committing genocide against the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben. Also bringing over Judah, Benjamin, and Levi as slaves, man. Raping our women, castrating our men, cutting off their ears, hanging them on trees, burning them, feeding them to alligators. All the atrocities that you have committed, the Most High is going to bring a recompense upon you, man. It says, Babylon shall be a gold. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. And how was that golden cup used by the Lord? Spreading that democracy, man. I'm going to read it again. Babylon, which is America, have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Spreading democracy, women's rights, women live. Going over to the Middle East, telling them Arabs over there, which are Ishmaelites, how to run their land, turning their women against them, like they turned the American women against the American man, so-called American man. Homosexuality they pushing throughout the four corners of the earth. Lesbianism, transgenderism. Here it is. You don't want to fucking freak a man dressed like a woman walking down the street and shit. They don't want that in their land. But yet, that's a part of that cup that has been pushed upon these nations by America, man, which is Babylon. America has been a golden cup in the Lord's hands, man, because the Most High used America to push that agenda of Esau, man, throughout the four corners of the earth. Hence, all these nations is going to rebel and they're going to shoot missiles off, man. Because that shit is an abominable filth, man. America has been set up. See, Esau, they are puppets, man. Esau, the so-called women, has puppets, but guess what? You a puppet of Yahweh Shah. Because you're doing the bidding of the Lord, man. Hence, you're going to be destroyed, man. Babylon, back in Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, man. Because all these nations that have bought that democracy bullshit, and what comes along with democracy? Women's lib, Me Too movement, homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism, turning your children against the parents. All of a sudden, women from wearing dresses and long gowns, they wearing pants, rebelling against their husbands. All of that is that democracy, that bullshit that all these nations have drunken, and now they drunk of all the madness that Esau is pushing, man. And now they're like, wait a minute, man. What have this democracy been? How does democracy benefit us, man? My woman is out of order now. My daughters and my sons are rebelling against me. All I see is freakism in the streets. So how in the hell did democracy benefit us, man? And these nations are going to be mad as fuck. Hence, they're going to want some get back, man. Hence, Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, the 9th verse. The Most High is going to raise up all these nations, an assembly of great nations to come up against America, man. To destroy this land, man. Utterly, man. Because all these nations are pissed off and mad. Like, man, what the fuck is... This shit is crazy, man. How did this democracy bullshit benefited me, man? And my people? It's nothing but fucking madness and abominable filth and wickedness, man, that's been spread by democracy. So all these nations are mad, man. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Hey, because once the Most High gathered these nations, and all these nations, which is an assembly of great nations that have nuclear technology, they have the means to destroy the land of America and Israel. Once they've been formed and they set themselves in battle array against America and Israel, this land's gonna be taken. America's gonna fall, man. It's gonna be burnt with fire. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Look what's going on in the stock market, man. The infrastructure of America is crumbling. The economy of America is not doing good, despite what mainstream media, the prostitutes, is telling y'all, man. But if you go to Jebel Salente, the Money GPS, Peter Sheriff, and all the rest of these economists, Max Kaiser, they're going to tell you, man, give you the real skinny of how America is, man. The economy of America is doing bad, man. That's why it says take balm. Balm is a healing medicine, healing agent to heal wounds, man. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen. Back in Jeremiah 51:8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. They can't heal Babylon, man. No matter how much quantitative easing, how much money you print and push into your economy, it's not gonna buy off the. It's not gonna be enough to pay off the debt that you owe to the International Monetary Fund, man. To the international bankers, man. You're not going to be able to pay off the debt that you owe, man. Hence, you can't heal this country, man. This country has received economically a great boom, man. This country is going to receive missiles, over 200 million missiles, man, for all the bullshit and all the lies and the fuckery and the wickedness is pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, man. It's going to be destroyed, man. Hence the judgment of Babylon, the judgment of America. World War III is brewing. Watch alternative media, man. It says, we would have held Babylon, but she is not held. Forsake her, and let us go, every one, into his own land. You're going to see all these people fleeing, trying to get out of America, to flee to their own land, like the Japanese, the Chinese, the Russians, the Arabs, the Hamites. All these nations going to want to get out of America, man. Because you can't make money here no more, man. The laws is bugged out now, man. It's too much wickedness. It's too much homoism going on in the society, man. Too much of the feminist movement going on in the society, man. These people want to be a part of this wickedness. The only reason why these nations is here to make money, man. The economy is going down, man. So therefore, these nations are going to flee. And plus, they see the destruction that's poised to happen to America, man. So therefore, they want to flee. Every man to his own land. Whether you a Hamite, whether you an Ishmaelite, a Moabite, an Ammonite, wherever the hell prospective tribe you are from, or not tribe, people you are from, man, nation you are, you're going to want to flee to your own land. It says, let us go every one to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies, man. What's her judgment? Thermonuclear destruction. What's her judgment? Concentrated fire from them laser beams from them chariots, man. That's the judgment of America, man. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. And we doing that, the 1/3, man. The Most High brought forth his righteousness, man. He gave us his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the works of the Lord our power, man. And that's what we doing, man. Out there in the highways and the byways, putting up videos, man. We declaring the works of the Most High Yahweh, man. And not only to the 2/3 of our people, but also to the rest of the nations, man. Declaring the works of the Most High, man. And telling you what's going to happen to America. And certain parts of other countries throughout the land, man. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the Medes. The modern day Medes are the Russians, man. For his device is against Babylon. His device is against America. To destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord. The vengeance of his temple, man. It is the vengeance of the Lord, man. To destroy America. For all the atrocities he has committed against his people, which are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For stealing the land from Gad and Reuben. And for all the other atrocities that Esau has committed, man. Your time is up. The age of Esau, the eon of Esau is up, man. It says, let me read it again. It is say destroyed, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Verse 12. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. And that's we out there, man. The watchmen are the watchmen are the prophets of the Lord, man. It says, prepare ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon, man. America's going to be destroyed, man. The watchmen are the prophets, and also the watchmen are the angels of the Lord, man. America's going to be destroyed because the Most High is going to do what he said he's going to do, man. None of the prophecies of the Most High is going to fail, man. All these prophecies will come to pass, man. America's judgment is at hand. World War III is actually brewing right before our eyes, man. And with that, I'm going to close it out. Hopefully you Akim, or should I say Abaratazah, you Akim out there was edified. Once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akim out there that's pushes word in truth and sincerity. World War III is brewing. We're in the year of 2018. We approaching the end of the year of 2018, the year of prophecy. Shalom, Akim. We almost out this bitch.